a lot of you guys continually lie to yourselves. You say, nah, yeah, 10% is too low. I don't think I can maintain that year round. The reason you say that shit is because you don't trust yourself to the point where you don't even trust yourself to get down to 10% body fat, because you lie to yourself so much and you make these commitments that you never follow through on. But also, you've never even been below 20% and you're comfortable where you are right now. All right, listen, if you're comfortable where you are right now as far as fitness, as far as your goals, you're never gonna get to where you wanna get. Straight up, in every aspect of life, to be honest. You're never gonna get to where you wanna get to. If you're comfortable where you are, you're not gonna get to where you wanna get to. A lot of you guys say you don't wanna be a certain body fat percentage, but it's only to make yourself feel better, because in reality, you're inspired every time you see a movie. I remember in 2009, 2011, when Man of Steel came out and everyone saw Henry Cavill. You know, he was probably like 11, 12% body fat, but he had a lot of mass, right? And that shit inspired a lot of people. We all remember Troy, we all remember Fight Club, all that shit, right? Because that shit inspires us. When you see a good physique, you automatically respect it. You know that your girlfriend or wife is gonna be more attracted to that than you if you're like 25% body fat. So in reality, we all wanna be that body fat percentage. When we lie to ourselves day in and day out, say, yeah, I don't mind being a body fat percentage, but we look in the mirror and we're disappointed in what we see, or we're constantly, going up in pant sizes, or our belly is hanging out our fucking pants and shit like that, that does bother us. That's something we think about every day. But also, when you say to yourself, if you're 25 to 30% body fat, and you're saying to yourself, yeah, I'm fine where I am, that means that you are fine eating a bunch of bullshit 24/7, right? Like you're fine eating a bunch of bullshit 24/7, having a high risk of type 2 diabetes, all that stuff, right? Producing more estrogen because you're at a high body fat percentage. That's the reality of it. Like, I know a lot of people who really do want to be that 10%, 12%, 8%, anywhere in that range, because they want to have that superior physique. They never seen their abs before. They really want to see their abs, but like I said, they don't trust themselves because they've lied to themselves so many times. They don't trust themselves to keep the commitment to themselves. And if they did get to that place, they don't know if they can maintain that. There was a quote I was listening to the other day. It was like I think it was a podcast. It said, if you gave everybody millions of dollars, right, all the money would land in the same people's bank accounts like it is right now, right? Because when you have a poor mindset, that's what makes you poor, not you not having money. If you give someone money who's never had money, they're gonna spend all this shit. If you give someone money who's investing and they're used to having the money, guess what they're gonna do? They're literally gonna invest it and make even more money, right? Very, very simple, all right? So a lot of times, you guys don't realize that the reason you're not at your goal is because you haven't become the person you need to become. It's not just some magical genetic shit. It's not some, I don't have the time. We all have the same fucking time. Shut the hell up, all right? If you put 100 pounds of fat on me, right now, if you put on 100 pounds of fat on me, like overnight, I wouldn't change anything that I do. I would have the same mindset. And guess what? Within 6 to 9 months, all the fat would come off. Simple. Because I'm that person. I already created the person that I need to become. I've been through the trials, I've been through the tribulations, I've been consistent over time, so I know exactly the mindset and the habits that I need to be where I need to, be where I want to be. All right, very simple. A lot of you guys want to get to that point without becoming the person you need to become, which doesn't make any sense anyways, because if you magically got abs, but you have your current mindset and your current habits, they're not going to last very long. You're going to get fat again pretty quickly. All right, a lot of you guys think, damn man, I just need to find this one thing that'll get me to that goal. If there is one thing that'll get you abs, or one thing that'll magically give you abs overnight, and you end up getting it, like I said, because you got it fast and you never had to become the person you had to become to actually keep those abs, you're gonna lose them pretty quickly. Because you gotta remember, the process, the goal of the process is for you to become the strongest version of yourself. You become mentally sharper. Like I always say, me at 25% body fat, me when I was skinny as hell is not like me right now. Right now I'm locked the fuck in, but my goals and my perspective of things are so different. Like for example, I know when someone's new to the gym, or I know when someone's like new to the fitness journey, when they ask goofy questions like, oh, when can I have a cheat meal? Just stupid shit like that. I don't even think about food like that anymore. Like they're thinking of food as a reward. I don't even think about the shit like that. I just think it's a goofy ass question, and it's just like a low level question. It means you really haven't, challenge yourself, and you're new to the journey, basically. Like, oh, when can I have cheat meal, like shit like that. That's just a lower level of consciousness I can't even relate to anymore, because I'm literally thinking differently about food. Like, you shouldn't be thinking about food as solely a reward. And then like I'll get comments like, what's the perfect macro ratio? It's like you probably eat like shit 24/7, you feel bad, so you want to have a perfect macro ratio that'll have you losing fat faster. But in reality, if you eat high protein and you eat the food you need to eat, you're gonna get to the goals you need to get to. If you don't overindulge, if you can control yourself, you're actually going to get to goals you want to get to. If you surround yourself with healthier foods, you're going to get to the goals you want to get to. The whole purpose of this journey is for you to actually surround yourself with healthier foods, incorporate healthier habits, right? That is what it's about. That's why you're tracking your calories, so you can be more aware of how many calories certain foods have. So then guess what? If you start tracking calories and you want to fit as much volume in your foods as possible, you start getting fruits, lean meats, non-fat dairy. You start doing that shit, all right? And that's what's gonna help you sustain your goals. Like when I go grocery shopping, if I didn't have my fitness pal and I went grocery shopping, I'd still be lean. Why? Because I'm gonna gravitate towards certain foods. Whereas maybe when you go to the store, you go to the Cheetos, the Chips Ahoy, the Oreos, the fried chicken in the deli. That's what you do. I stay on the perimeter of the store. I get the steak, I get the chicken, things like that. So a lot of times we don't realize how much control we have over our lives, and we end up blaming, oh, he has good genetics, oh, he has more time. None of that shit makes any fucking sense. Like, he has more time to go to the gym. Literally makes no sense. You're literally eating like shit, not me, all right? I was there, but I'm not eating like shit. You're the one eating like shit. You need to realize that shit, all right? The sooner you realize you're the issue, the sooner you can realize you're the solution. A lot of people are like, oh, that's not fair. Obesity is genetic, this is that. Just a lot of dumb shit. In reality, at the end of the day, when no one's looking, when I'm not looking, when, you know, maybe your wife's not looking, maybe even your dog's not looking, that's when you're eating the cookies and the ice cream. That's what's causing you to be overweight, all right? Your decisions on a daily basis. Nobody else, all right? Nobody else. This is your accountability wake up, all right? Yes, you do want to be 10% body fat. You're just scared. You don't believe that you can do it. Now, most people don't have the discipline to get leaner. Most people are just gonna literally fail over and over because, you know, beer and cookies is just they love it too much. They love it more than they love their goals. They love it more than they love life and their health, to be honest. Like, it just is what it is. Like, a lot of people are like, what about the hunger pains? When your hunger for your goals are more than, you know, a small hunger pain here or there, you're not even gonna ask that question. Like, it's just part of the process. You get one hunger pain here or there when you get leaner, but if you're like 25% body fat getting down to 15, you'll be fine. All right, you're not gonna have that many hunger pains. You can eat a lot more food. All right, but in reality, we all want to become better, especially as men. All right, like, here's the thing. As men, we desire to be the best version of ourselves and to continually elevate. The first step in doing that is mastering our nutrition, mastering our body, mastering body game in general. So once we're able to do that, then we start to, you know, become more masculine. We start to become more in our nature, and we start to think, what else can I do if I did that, right? So getting down to a certain body fat percentage that you want to get to really just shows that you can control yourself, right? You have self-discipline. That's like the biggest aspect of it. That's where the respect comes in. That's the caveat of it. Because a lot of people, like I said earlier, I hate hearing this when people say, oh, I could be 10% body fat if I wanted to. No, the fuck you can't. Or you would be there. Shut the hell up. People be 25% body fat, stomach hanging out, talking about, I could be lean too. That's like saying I could be rich if I was the CEO of fucking Apple or some shit. I'm not the CEO of Apple. I can't get that position. All right. No one could take your physique away from you. Once you get to your goals, no one can take that shit away from you, because it takes you becoming a certain kind of person to actually get there. It takes you being accountable 24/7, no matter what's going on. Yeah, you're busy at work. That has nothing to do with you stuffing your fucking face. There's no correlation. Like, oh, I'm busy at work, so I'm gonna eat something unhealthy, so now my health can be bad, so I can't keep working. So now I can't have that doesn't make any sense. Think about it. Stop saying that dumbass shit. All right? Stop making excuses.